This is Katie and Divya and Tristan, and we are working out probability with independent and dependent events. The definition of an independent event is two events occur and one event has no effect on the other. A dependent event is two events occur and one has an effect on the other. For our first problem, in a bag there are 8 Starbursts, 2 Jolly Ranchers, 7 mini candy bars, and 3 Reese Cups, and there are 20 total. So the first problem is, what is the probability of selecting a Starburst and then selecting a Jolly Rancher with replacement? So we have to write the probability of selecting a Starburst and a Jolly Rancher. Probability Starburst times the probability of a Jolly Rancher. We know that there are 8 Starbursts out of 20 total. We multiply that by the number of Jolly Ranchers, which is 2, out of the total, 20. When we multiply across, 8 times 2 is 16, and 20 times 20 is 400. Now we can simplify this by the greatest common factor of 16, both. 16 goes into 16 once, and 16 goes into 425 times. So the answer is, the probability of selecting a Starburst and then selecting a Jolly Rancher is 1 out of 25. For our next problem, we put what is the probability of selecting a Reese Cup and then selecting a mini candy bar, given that we selected a Reese Cup. So we have to put the probability of a Reese Cup and a mini candy bar. Probability of a Reese Cup times the probability that we pick a mini candy bar, given that we've already selected a Reese Cup. So we have to write first the number of Reese Cups, which is 3 out of the total, 20, and we multiply that by the number of mini candy bars, which is 7, but because we've already picked a Starburst, our number is now 19. When we multiply those across, 3 times 7 is 21, and 20 times 19 is 380. Now 21 over 380 cannot be reduced, so therefore it is the answer. The probability of picking a Reese Cup and then selecting a mini candy bar, given that we have selected a Reese Cup already, is 21 out of 380. For our final problem, we are going to put what is the probability of picking a mini candy bar, a Reese Cup, and then a Starburst. What is the probability of picking a mini candy bar times the probability of picking a Reese Cup, given that we have already picked the mini candy bar, plus the probability of a Starburst, given that we have picked a mini candy bar, given that we have picked a Reese Cup. So then we have to put the number of mini candy bars, which is 7 out of 20. Then we have to multiply that by the number of Reese Cups, which is 3 out of 19. And then we have to multiply that by the number of Starbursts, which is 8 out of 18. Now we can simplify these fractions before we go on. So if we take 8 and 18 and divide by 2, we get 4. 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 18 9 times. We can also take and reduce this 3 and this 9, so 3 goes into 3 1 time, 3 goes into 9 3 times, and our last that we have to do is 4 and 20, and we can divide them both by 4. So 4 goes into 4 1 time, and 4 goes into 20 5 times. So now when we rewrite the fractions, it is 7 over 5 multiplied by 1 over 19 multiplied by 1 over 3. So when we take 7 times 1, we get 7. And when we take 5 times 19 times 3, we get 285. And that is our answer. The probability of picking a Reese cup and then a Starburst and then a mini candy bar is 7 out of 280.
5. Thank you for listening to us.
And that was probability, guys. Hope you guys learned.
Yay!